Ho, 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 gentlemen. The holidays came early here at Manscaped. The leading men's hygiene brand, Manscaped, just launched new products, including their all-new ultra-premium body wash and 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. Untrimmed pubes are a thing of the past, and it's possible you have Santa's beard in your pants.
Wow.
I do. Not anymore.
It's time to leave your significant other some cookies and milk at the bottom of your chimney. I'm talking about the Manscaped Performance Package 4.0. There's nothing like giving yourself or someone who needs it the gift of beautiful skin, hair, and balls this holiday season. Go to manscaped.com and use code JABS for 20% off plus free shipping. Hunting for military and first responder discounts has historically required going from one website to another, creating multiple accounts and logins to make purchases, and jumping through various hoops to verify your service. Don't you wish there was one place you could visit that had carefully crafted selection?
I do.
Yeah, there should be. And GovX is the one that's bringing it to you.
I love it.
They carefully craft a selection of deals for military and first responders in one spot. GovX works directly with brands to negotiate the best prices possible because you deserve the gear you need at the prices you've earned. Plus, you can trust that the gear you're ordering is 100% authentic, direct from the manufacturer. A huge collection of gear and apparel from popular brands all in one convenient location. How awesome is that? Signing up for GovX is fast, easy, and totally free. So if you're an American of service, anyone with military, firefighting, emergency medical, or law enforcement experience, join GovX and enjoy the site that honors and gives back to patriots like you. Use JABS15 for $15 off your first order of $50 or more. GovX.com. Savings for those who serve.
Love it.
Just jumping right in here. So welcome back to the Jabs podcast. Let's talk about hot food really quick. Don't know if you've been following along with my little
hot food,
my little extravagances the last week or so.
No one follows you.
No, that's true. So my wife is now running the concession stand at the hockey rink, right?
Oh, I know where you're going with this.
And she came across Fiestada pizzas.
Oh, dude.
Wonderful. Okay, so do you guys know about Fiestada pizzas?
Yes.
It's the greatest. There was every Friday.
Yeah.
Yes. Cool.
For us, it was Thursdays.
Yeah.
So
it's the octagon-shaped lunch
pizza. It's a hot mess. That's
it's so good.
Greasy and just...
Dude, dump some hot sauce on it, fold it in half.
So
fantastic.
I finally went up Sunday. I was at the rink all day long, and I went up to the concession. They're not displayed yet. Like, nobody knows other than people that know me. So I went up to the girl working. I was like, hey, is there any chance you can make me one of those Fiestadas that's hiding back there? And she's like, yeah, for sure. It was everything I hoped.
Did you have
I was so nervous that it wasn't.
Erection?
I did not, but I was so nervous that it wasn't going to be what I remembered. It was everything I remembered. It was so good, but it was also first bite, burn the shit out of the roof of my mouth.
Oh yeah,
just like old times.
Were you like horse and buggy and
No,
you're driving school.
They didn't have Fiestadas way back then.
They did.
No, oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I read it in a encyclopedia.
I feel like that'd be a real problem if Jamie was walking around the hockey rink with a boner.
It would be a huge issue.
Pizza.
And it's sweatpants on.
They'd be like, "Oh, this guy's got some issues." He'd be like, "No, I swear it's the pizza."
No, some guy across from him would be like, "That dude's got a boner because he's eating one of those pizzas."
Yeah, nobody bothers them. They're like, "Just let him be. It's the pizza."
Hey, that's Jamie. Don't worry about it.
It's the pizza.
This guy, I'm going to run for like the hockey board and be like, "Yeah, the boner guy. Let's have him on the board." Awesome.
And then your son shut out the best team in the league.
So that was hockey's a weird world.
It is a weird. It's not like you.
I came across an article.
Are you cold?
I just didn't take my jacket off.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, he looks like he's all bundled up.
I just didn't take my jacket off when I sat down. I didn't even know we were starting, Jamie. You hit record.
We were starting.
I didn't have the microwave ready.
So a couple of weeks ago, I'm reading New York Times, and I come across an article that was all about. I forget what the headline was, but it was something about ranking 10U squirt hockey teams. And I'm like, well, what is this all about? So I go to read it. So it turns out there's a website called myhockey.com or something like that literally all the coaches across the country, like on pretty high-level squirt teams, submit their data and records and all that, and they base who you play on those rankings. So I've been following for the last couple of weeks, and this was like a top. I think they were top 10 in the state.
Nice.
Went down. We played them at the beginning of the season. We lost to them twice, and then.
Then your son fucking grew big cojones.
The whole team, dude. We've played a really high level schedule this season.
That's good.
A lot of travel, a lot of playing like the best teams that we could, and we went down there, beat them the first game 4-2, second game shut them out 2-0. It was awesome.
Well,
really cool.
That's great too because they're going to be moving up together, so like it's just confidence. So
Yeah, a lot of them
they're
will
just going to be just dominant.
Yeah, well, it's not the whole team moving up, but it's been really
just
fun.
that, just even having a couple of kids with that like experience.
Oh, yeah.
It feeds off other kids, because like the other kids are like, I ain't scared. They ain't scared.
Yeah, no, it's been a fun season. This weekend we'll be in Erie in January. Not really the funnest thing in the world to do, but
you were not. Yes, this weekend was the winery with me and John.
Yeah,
that's true. Mm-hmm. Jamie was standing next to the hockey rink pounding on the glass.
Eating
The
pizza.
helicopter daddy is.
Eating pizza.
I
No.
can see Jamie getting like excited and accidentally smashing his Fiesta pizza onto the glass on
I
the
just
side of the
snotted
rink.
legit all of my stuff.
I just like to point out that I was sitting on my couch at home when I saw
serious?
pictures of you guys at the winery.
Because you didn't care enough? Oh, wait. Oh, because you weren't invited.
Yeah.
So you were
wasn't
home.
invited.
I
Thank
figured
you.
you were the
Exactly.
hockey.
First off,
I figured you were the
no.
hockey.
I was not invited.
I was not the ringleader.
Organizer
My wife
of the
was.
event.
Yes. So it was fun though.
We
No
did.
comment.
Yeah, we had a good time. A couple bottles of wine. It was a good time.
Talked about a lot of
Very
weird stuff.
fancy. Talking about weird stuff. Oh, the one thing I wrote down that you said to the one guy, super nice guy, manager of the place, really good dude. But he said, okay, all right, I'll let you guys be, blah, blah, blah. And he went to leave. And you said happy holidays.
Yes.
It was January 8th.
Holidays are over.
So my question
That's
is,
me. Holidays every
that's
day.
what I mean. And my question was when is it too late to
I was
say?
actually really embarrassed when you brought that up in front of everyone too.
I didn't bring it was our group. I didn't bring it up in front of that
in
guy.
in front of everyone.
Those are our friends.
I think that guy by an intercom somewhere. You heard it all. He
No,
was like that dumbass.
stop. It was our friends. But that was a good point. So when's it too late to say happy holidays? Is it like
January 1st.
First off,
You can say it on January 1st.
I give you 3 days.
That's the last day you can say it.
3 day notice. I give you 3 days. January 3rd.
Like a cushion? Yeah, because say you see somebody you
But
don't see.
The reason I probably said on the 8th was I was somewhat intoxicated.
Oh,
Fair statement.
I got there an hour and a half. They had already been there for an hour and a half. And there was...
I polished the bottle and I was like, yep, time for water and coffee.
Yeah, I was going to say, I got there, started hanging out, and then he switched to water and coffee. And so then he went...
being responsible.
He leveled back off, and I went the other
You
way.
went the other direction.
Yeah,
Okay.
so...
That was at Michelangelo's?
Yeah.
They're making it bigger, of course. Jesus, they're
Yeah,
killing it.
they're...
Bro, how about we went in there and I was like, oh my God, pastries. So I was all excited. We were there, 3 hours? Roughly?
Yeah, we were there for a while.
It was like gone. It was all gone.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh my God. They had a unicorn cupcake, which my daughter didn't want at all, which is weird, but I ate it. And then I got like a couple cannolis as usual. And then they had like no carrot cake. Muffin. I was so mad about that. And then they had like one piece of cheesecake. It was, I mean it's great. Your wife knows because your wife just worked there. So
Yeah. No, she didn't, but I know
I
what
thought
you're
she
saying.
did.
No.
Oh, she didn't. Sorry.
No. That was her competition, actually.
Sorry.
But no, I'm glad you boys had a good time. Was it celebrating? Was it just to go out?
Just an excuse to go do something.
Yep.
I will say this though, like I can't imagine how many bottles of wine that they go through, like in a night. So the way for anyone listening, it's a winery just south of Cleveland, but you go up and you order it like you're going up to the counter, you order what you want, and then you take it back to your table.
Yeah.
But dude, if you sit there and watch for the amount of time that we were there, like the amount of bottles of
we
wine
had
that
4 or
they
5
were
between us. We only 6 people.
Yeah, we had like 4 or 5 at our table, and then, but the amount of people that were going up there and they just open a bottle. People were buying bottles, not glasses.
Yeah.
and so like they just new bottle. And I mean, Jesus.
Well, you talk about me being bougie. My wife, she likes the what's the white one she likes?
Oh God, I don't know. I don't know jack shit about wine. I was like, I go up there
They
and I'm
don't
like,
sell it anymore.
give me the red one.
And she's like, oh, you guys don't have any more. And the one guy right now, he's like, I'll be right back.
Had some in the back.
The 2 bottles. I'm like, you. She's like, so good though.
Was she showing her boobs?
Nope.
No?
It was not. I was so mad not that
Wow.
level. Yeah.
See, this is how much I know about wine.
Pinot Grigio.
Yeah.
That's it. That was it.
This is how much I know about wine. So I got there. Stipe had like a little bit of the red wine left that you were drinking, and I like tasted it, and I was like, okay, I'll get that. Like I just walked out, I looked at the label, and I walked up, I ordered the same thing because I don't know.
It's a little bit dry, but it's got a little flavor.
Yeah, it's good. It actually
Well,
tastes like something. You know what I mean? It's not like super dry, and
Yeah,
it's
they
not
don't.
like
They don't
whatever.
Malbec, which I'm sad about, but it is what it is.
That's my favorite wine right there.
The Snoop Dogg one.
The 19 Crimes Cali Red Snoop Dogg.
These are good.
Absolutely fantastic.
Is it really good?
It's really good.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, it's legit.
I like Prisoner a lot. We have a lot of Prisoner bottles.
Okay.
upstairs.
The 19 Crimes, they have an app, so then you like put the camera
Yeah,
from the app
they got
on it, and
talks.
like Snoop talks to you and stuff.
Oh, that's
like,
awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
That's like the Prisoner wine.
That's how much I know about wine.
My buddy,
Give me the Snoop wine.
My buddy suggested the Francis Ford Coppola wine, which was really good. That one's
Yeah,
not bad.
he's had a vineyard for a long time, I'm pretty sure.
Again, I don't know jack shit about wine.
Well,
One thing that I did get.
I like wine. Marcus is my coach. He has amazing wine.
We had that the one time.
Drunk.
We drank like a gallon of it.
We drank a lot that
That was
night.
fun.
That was a good podcast. That was 2 podcasts.
Yeah, it was. It was double 3 hours.
Yeah.
The one thing I was going to say that I got roped into, and you made the wise husband choice of not getting trapped in this one, is your wife and her 2 friends that were with us. I got roped into being the guy that has to take the pictures for them.
Oh yeah, I got to walk away.
Yeah, he's like, oh, got to go to the bathroom. See ya. Just got up and walked off, and I was like, shit. So they hand me the phone.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel bad for Instagram boyfriends in general, like that have to sit there and like take the pictures of their girlfriend or wife or whoever, like posing and doing whatever.
Yep.
I had to take pictures of them just sitting in chairs, like smiling and looking at the camera and whatever.
Just
and then
candid pictures.
It turned into like, can you stand up and get us from like a upward angle? And then can you, like, we're going to stand up and do this. I must have taken 25 pictures.
Oh,
they all look the same to me. They all look the same.
When we at home and like, she's like in her scrubs, she's like, I'm going to take a pic. Oh my God. And I'll take it. No. Filter this way. No, this. I'm like, I'm done. I walk away.
Yeah. No, I can't. But luckily my wife hates pictures, so I don't have to worry about that with her. But
I saw zero difference in any of the stuff. Like, it was terrible.
It's just the angle.
And the best part is so I not only do they ask me to do it, I take the time to do it, and then I immediately get yelled at, and
you get shit on.
I hand them the phone back, and they're like, "These are fucking terrible."
You should take a picture of yourself.
Oh yeah.
Turn the camera.
I always do that.
Those are the best. You do.
Selfies.
You've done it to me numerous times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I took a picture of myself and broke the camera.
No, stop that.
Yeah.
No.
Stop working so
Speaking of
hard.
John, I was scrolling through my phone. I was deleting old pictures. Oof.
Which one? Oh, the one you sent
one
us
you
in the
sent?
group. I didn't even respond.
That one, yeah, that was Jesus.
That was the night we saw Thing 1.
You were.
That was the night we saw Thing 1.
You were a unit, my friend.
That's right.
Big boy.
You were 2 of me.
It was cold outside. Had to keep warm.
That's an understatement, my friend.
Well, I don't know. Somebody I know always like finds random pictures and sends them to me. And they don't.
Like, I'm so proud of you. You did so well, but it's when I see those pictures, I just never looked at you like, wow, he's that big.
Yeah, me either. So, but it's funny. Somebody I know sits there.
Oh my
Somebody I know sits there, and they'll.
I can literally hear you breathing through that picture. That's how big you are.
That's probably not wrong.
Look at the neck of the shirt's all swelled out.
No, that's
and
part of the
stretched.
costume.
No, it's
I was a
not. You
jazzercise instructor.
Sure.
It's Halloween. I know exactly when I took that picture. I went as a like 1980s
Didn't we go to that
jazzercise
party
instructor.
and beer pong for like 6 hours and dominate?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah,
I got in trouble because I.
That's when we saw our friend Ryan, who was Thing 1 at down at the other end of the bar. That's from the same night.
Yeah.
No, but that's always a fun reminder. But yeah, one of my friends sends me pictures sporadically about that, and doesn't say anything, just sends the picture, and it's just
That's
like,
awesome.
hey, a reminder that you are doing a good job, I suppose.
Yeah.
At least I hope that's what it is. There's never any comment, but the one thing I wanted to touch on. So speaking of things that are shocking, like that photo, we were sitting at the table. This was kind of towards the end of us leaving. You'll get a kick out of this. I get a text from one of our friends, who you know too, Jamie. And he goes, hey, the girl behind you is Danielle. She thinks that's Stipe. She's afraid to say hi. So I just literally, me being me, I swivel in my chair and I go, Danielle. And she's sitting right next to us.
Right there, like
she's
this
literally
close,
the table right next to us.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh my God. And I'm like, oh, so-and-so told us the text. So then she said hi to him, took a picture with him or whatever. But then she proceeds to tell us the person that texted me to let me know says, oh yeah, he requested feet pics from me one time.
Which turned into, dude. So then we convinced one of Ryan's friends for a foot handy. He's like, $1,500 would do it. She's like, absolutely.
For a foot job?
Stevie was trying to broker.
I was
For
trying to be a pimp.
$1,500?
$1,500.
I would give somebody a foot
Yeah,
job
do it
for
for
$1,500, right?
I mean, Jesus.
$1,500.
I mean,
That goes a long way.
That goes a long way.
He hustled her down to 1,000. I heard. It didn't happen though.
I have a lot of questions, but they will not be asked on this podcast.
Well, here's the best
I'm
part.
pretty sure I know who.
Oh, yeah, you 100% know who it
yeah,
is.
100%.
So, but here's the thing. So, Stipe's tried to broker this deal, saying like, let's get it up to 15. You know, like really.
I was really, dude.
You were on the sales
sales
warpath.
I was being a pimp.
Yep. But so here's the best part. So me and one of our friends, Autumn, we end up going out after down to Tremont, local area outside of Cleveland. Oh my God. I'm really happy that nobody can see that Google screen. You better hope your kids don't look at your search history.
Delete.
So, but so we end up running into this said person, and then I had the conversation. I didn't tell you about this yet. So I was like, realistically, what is your price range on like what you would go? And I figured out the most that this person would spend for any sort of foot something or other was $210.
That's a very random. This has been thought out.
Well, I was like, I started. I think I got down to like 250. He goes, and I'm like 210, and he's like, like that was like the tipping point.
You're saying 210 is how much he's already spent on one before.
So that's what I'm thinking.
That's what I'm saying. That would have had been the cutoff.
$210 and 2 pieces of gum.
He was like, well, I spent 200 before, so maybe an extra 10. I
can
see that.
For a tip.
It's man,
just a tip.
That's just not my thing.
To each their own. To each their own. You don't want to be the king shamer, but we had a conversation about this before about girls who do OnlyFans and stuff. If you were like really hard up on money, you could take pictures of your feet and send them out there.
Absolutely.
I tried to convince my wife. She was not on it, but she has beautiful feet.
Additional stream of income.
100%.
So while we were out after the winery, we one of our friends was there, had his shirt like not unbuttoned, but like was he had like a button-down shirt on, and he had like 2 buttons unbuttoned. So
that was really hard to say for you.
I know, yeah.
What is
I was
your
like,
today?
I don't know, man. I'm like, I got to get my energy level.
I don't no idea. Like,
yeah.
You're talking worse than I am, and that's hard to do.
I'm sorry. So he's wearing a button-down shirt, but my question is how many buttons is too many buttons to unbutton?
It depends what time of year it is.
Do you think more than 2 buttons is an adequate amount of buttons?
I think one. I think right here was just enough. You know what I mean? That's
so the top button.
We gotta discuss this. So the collar button.
Yeah.
So never.
No. You're not in school. You're not going to first school.
So then one additional button.
One additional.
That's it. 2 buttons.
I think that one for more winter, cold, fall. Mm-hmm. But you can go 2 if it's summer and it's hot.
I don't know. That's a strong move.
But a strong move.
No. But I think no, it's all around.
I'm just not that guy.
Exactly. Plus, I'm not saying anything, but you're not a big guy.
No.
Like if you're like I don't have a big chest. I can't do it. I'm not going to do it.
You could.
Jamie, you could grow out your.
If I grew out,
you could grow out your mustache and then your beard, and then connect it to your chest hair,
and
then go 3 buttons.
There's no chest hair. Thank you, Manscaped.
Yes. Speaking of which, I actually shaved mine for the first time in a very long time.
There you go. Yeah. No, I can't. I can't. I also always wear an undershirt.
Yeah.
With my
I never
with
do.
button down. I always do.
I used to be an undershirt guy.
Yeah, I
got rid of it.
No, I have to. I sweat through and.
Yeah, I mean, you're not a big guy anymore.
That's why.
I
got rid of it.
Yeah, no, it's 2 for me.
Yeah. I think it's the collar and then one additional button.
A button-up shirt, cargo shorts, and white New Balances all day.
All day.
Dad Force Ones. My kids did not understand.
Attire.
My kids did not understand what a Dad Force One was. So we had a bit of a conversation here, and then we were at the mall right around Christmas time, and they were looking at all these Jordans. You know, there's a store with nothing but Jordans and Kanye's and all that.
With the Payless in it, there's my New Balances.
And I was like, we're walking by one. I'm like, guys, there they are. I was pointing. They're like, what are those? I'm like, those are the Dad Force Ones.
There's a lot of.
There's 60.
A lot of arch support.
Oh, inflation.
They serve an orthopedic function.
I don't know. They were tied though. I want the Velcro. You know, got to turn them green eventually come springtime. I bet you I'll get a pair for my birthday though. Can almost guarantee it.
Mm-hmm. So how was everybody the rest of everyone's weekend?
Back to the Dad Force Ones.
Okay.
Let's.
Some New Balances, and so I've had a pair. I like them. I don't want like the white ones, but I've had other ones. You know, just to like work
they make
out
nice
in.
shoes.
They do what they do. I do like them.
That comment alone, Jamie, sounds super dead. They make nice shoes.
So I have one of my coaches. He actually bought a pair and he liked them so much he bought 10
Holy
or 12.
shit!
Why?
Because he liked them
going away.
No. Because he liked them so much, he didn't want to. He liked them so much, he didn't want to lose them. So he stored them in his closet and then kept
recycling.
Yeah, kept like they buy wear new ones.
Yeah.
Well, at one point they were there for so long that the glue started coming apart.
Right.
He complained to New Balance, so they sent him a bunch of brand new ones.
Shut up.
Yes.
That's amazing. I have bought less than 10 pairs of shoes in the past 20 years. Easily.
Yeah.
I don't buy shoes. My shoes last.
Yeah. For me, I really don't have many shoes because, I do like dress shoes, but with the Reebok deal, we used to get,
They just send you shit.
it was awesome.
Right.
I'm like, sweet. Like my daughter got a pair.
I got a pair from that. You got me a pair of trainers from that.
Yeah, I remember. And then I remember, because like all the times they give me like, when I was champs, they're like, oh, here's two. I'm like, all right, here, I'm gonna take these back. Give me this size, you know, and I give them to my wife or what I mean, or Bobby or someone. You know what I mean? Because like, not every coach can get a pair, so or I have a pair from last ones that were still the same. Like every fight would be different because like there's a certain style you want to go out. So I'm already ahead of that style. So you know what I mean, it all worked out, but. Yeah, I mean, they're great. Now, Reebok were great shoes.
Yeah.
I do admit, they were great shoes.
My kids are now telling me, so my daughter just got her first pair of Jordans for Christmas.
Ooh.
I got her a set of Jordans for that. And so now they're both telling me, they're like, I'm going to be a sneakerhead. And I'm like, you're out of your fucking mind.
No, it's retarded.
Yeah, they start pulling up. There's like these apps. Like
you tell your daughter she better start working some more bake sales.
Yeah.
I got a pair of shoes that are expensive that I've never touched.
Dude, like my...
But I didn't buy them. I was giving...
Yeah, you know, my son will come down. He's got some app on his phone. And he just, like a couple of weeks ago, he's like, hey, check these out. And they're $13,000 pair of Jordans. I'm like, who does, like, I can't wrap my brain around that.
I was doing this charity thing one time, and one of the shoe company, and they're like, hey, can you take a picture of these shoes? Or, you know, they'll pay you like $1,500. I'm like, yeah, whatever, dude. So right there, I took the picture, and I'm like, you want the shoe back? It's like, no, just keep them. They're like, I don't know what kind of Nike, like they're a pearl, off-white Nike One Air Force ones. I don't know what they are, but they were like, worked with like Gucci or someone. I don't know, but they're like at the time, they were like $4 or $5 grand. Yeah. I was like, and these are going to be put away.
Yeah.
And then I have someone I work with too, like a good friend of mine. He always sends me shoes. I have a pair of Yeezys, basketball Yeezys, a pair of LeBrons, size 14, I never worn before. I have like a pair of Derrick Roses, like I have all these shoes.
Do you ever wear them?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm a sneakerhead now, bro.
Apparently so.
No, not at all. But yeah, it's crazy.
Would you ever wear them?
No.
You just put them like on a shelf. So would you look at them every now and again?
They're sitting in the next room.
I kept telling my kids, because there's some store at the mall that it's all high end shoes, and I kept telling them I'm buying a pair of these Yeezys, and they're like, I swear to God, if you buy those Yeezys, I'm not going to look at you anymore.
Those are like the advanced Crocs.
Those are the Yeezy foam runners, man. They're disgusting.
They're so.
How much are they?
You know what it looks
they're
like?
Like $250.
It looks like
people buy them.
Yes.
Do you know what it looks like? It looks like the poop emoji with a bunch of holes in it.
A little bit, yeah.
Yes, or a spaceship.
God.
Yeah,
it's not.
That would be my spaceship. If I was a billionaire, I was going to space. That'd be my spaceship.
You'd be like, hey, Jeff Bezos, take this. Yours looks like a dick. Mine looks like a pile of shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are ugly.
They're
as hell.
Holy ugly.
Holy crap,
People love, dude.
That's their
People
big.
love fashion, dude. Like,
all the Yeezys are ugly.
They're
the ones I got aren't bad.
The regular ones are okay.
Those are the ones I actually do wear.
Oh my God.
Yeah, those I can't.
All
you think Kanye come out with those?
Probably. He's out of his damn mind.
I don't know. The regular ones are okay, but I don't think there's anything special about them outside of like a regular like Adidas pair of shoes that makes them anything.
All right, here's a question for you.
Just his name's attached.
You're talking about shoes you've been given, right? That you won't wear because what's the most you've ever spent on a pair of shoes?
Probably like $150, $200.
Yeah.
And that was not. And the reason why was because I fucked up. And I was going to a charity event. I left my shoes back home. I needed dress shoes.
You had to.
Went to the mall and went to Dillard's. I'm like, oh, okay, I can buy $80, $100. And they were Cole Haan dress shoes. And I didn't realize how expensive they were. They're like $200.
How nice are they, though?
Oh, they're awesome.
They're like the most comfortable.
They're really
shoes.
comfortable good shoes, yeah.
Both of
them. It might be
mine.
more than that, but like it was, I was so mad. And of course, it was a high-end mall. I was like, we walk in, all I see is Burberry, Gucci. And my wife's like, oh, I'm like, it's time to go.
Yeah. You're like, we need to get out of here ASAP.
I saw Payless on the shoes.
First pair of shoes you run in, you're like, I don't even care if they fit.
Dude, speaking of which,
cut the toes off.
Talk about the podcast. I went to a wedding and I needed a pair of shoes. I bought them and someone switched one of the sizes and one was first off, it was going to be smaller. They don't sell as 14.
They were 15. Two different sizes.
They were 13 and that was 12.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, why does my foot hurt so bad? And I realized it was
wrong size.
And another time I went to a wedding, I wore two different pairs of shoes. They looked like the same style, and no one noticed.
Nobody noticed.
Yep.
Speaking of, like, so you bought something, the things were off or something wasn't right. I returned one of my Christmas presents to buy something else. So I bought myself a vest for golf, right?
Yeah.
So I go to wear it the other day, cut the tag off, put it on, go out, put my hands in the pocket. Like there was no lining in the pocket. It was literally
just
like
a hole.
the stuffing. It was just the stuffing of the inside of the vest. So I took it back today, and they like obviously accepted the return. But I sat there and I was all excited to wear it.
It's the worst.
And now, mind you,
it's like Gabrielle Brothers.
Here's the funny part is I end up. It's like they don't have any more of them. Like they're out of stock at this store, and I got like a really good deal on it, so I can't like return it and buy another one.
Yeah.
It was like the last one, and so I put my hand in the pocket, and I'm like, what am I like doing here? So but anyway,
so
that's
golf
gone
vest.
now.
I'm gonna have to find a golf vest.
Speaking
so we
of golf,
can match
too,
when we golf.
100%. Here's another thing is that they're coming out of Jordans now.
John,
I told you that last week. I sent you the pictures.
I'm excited.
I sent you the pictures.
I was excited.
They look like your old boats.
Yeah,
the old leather
ever
boat shoes.
tell about Gabrielle, but you ever been shop there? You never shot the Gabrielle Brothers?
No.
So it was like, you were there?
I don't even know what that is.
So Gabrielle Brothers is like one of those stores, like you can go, like I can get like this shirt and be like, oh, Fire Department coffee. But it'll be like Fire Pedo coffee. Like it'd be something like, but you wouldn't even notice it. So and so like sometimes you get lucky, you would find a shirt that's normal. Sometimes the printing's a little messed up or like there's extra paint.
Yeah.
I remember one time my buddy were at a Browns game and I'm looking at him and I'm like, look at his coat. And I'm like,
something's wrong. Something's
I go,
off.
would you get that, Gabrielle Brothers? She's like, I'm like, because we're not in NFC. He's like, you're the only person in 5 years never noticed it. He's a big NFC logo on it.
And it's supposed to be the AFC.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and he's like, and the best part was I'm the only person that, and then like not joking, 10 minutes later, somebody's like, hey, Browns in the AFC, aren't they? And he's like, God, what the heck?
And then it was just a snowball.
No one's ever noticed it for years. And then I came up and I'm like, that just didn't look right.
It's funny you talk about that. So this isn't a screw up on printing, but it's a funny thing that happened. And we don't have to talk about the national championship game if you don't want to. But
there's a picture. Alabama.
Yeah.
Well,
there's a picture.
Two sides, or was that the hat?
I think that was a hat. It was like the wrong hat in the wrong box. So for anyone listening, when they have a national championship game or a Super Bowl or whatever, they make gear for both teams. So whichever winner wins, they hand it out. And they accidentally handed that one guy from Georgia the Alabama hat.
And it's stuff that the team that don't win, losers, goes to Gabrielle Brothers and gets sold.
Probably. Or it gets sent to like a third world country for clothing or something.
They do that.
That's actually probably better.
But so there's some kid in.
Yeah, speaking of which, I mean, Georgia came out like guns blazing in that fourth quarter, especially.
Yeah, well,
Did you see that dude's knee, by the way?
Oh. No, I didn't see it. I heard he got hurt.
Dude, you just see go clink. You're like, oh.
I watched like the half of the first quarter and then I fell asleep and missed the whole game.
I forgot until it was after it was over. I was like feeding my child.
You know what though? I will say this: Georgia was number one all season and they pretty much dominated everybody. They just had a hiccup in that SEC championship game, so it makes sense that they won. They were the best team the entire year.
They were great.
So
good for them.
Yeah, I mean, it all came down to the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
You know, it was a good ball game. I only watched the halftime though. I had to go to bed.
Yeah,
that's the other problem. I am old.
It was like 5 o'clock, wasn't it?
No,
you exerted too much energy polishing the Air Force dad ones.
Pooping, he probably passed out.
No,
vagal himself out.
I did not vagal myself out.
What does that mean?
That's when you.
It's called vagal.
Yeah. It's a vagal.
Yeah.
What is
so
vagal
you're pushing
response?
hard and you can't really push. And you're trying to push, you can't get lightheaded.
A lot of people.
That's actually what it's called.
It's a vagal response.
Didn't know that was.
So the best part, not
for
the best
anyone
part,
listening,
what's crazy is that when people poop and they vagal and they pass out, a lot of times when you go to the call, you go there not just because they pass out, it's because they have a neck injury because they went face first into the tub and they hit their head.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and a lot of times when that happens, we get called.
Didn't know we were going to cover this today.
They like fell off the toilet forward like this, and their head is against the door, and then we're trying to get in, and we're just bashing their head because they're passed out up against the toilet.
They got a turd hanging out of their butt cheeks.
Yeah. So it's a vasovagal syncope is what it is. But yeah, it's a thing.
That's how Elvis Presley died. That's how Elvis Presley died. Or did he die?
I thought he had a drug overdose on the
toilet. I thought he vagaled out.
Hey, let's see what the internet says because it never
it's
lies.
Never wrong. I didn't know I was going to learn what a vagal was today.
For my birthday.
So how was the rest of everyone's weekend? Jamie, you sat at home on Saturday night. You did not spend time with Stipe and I.
I did not. No,
what else did you do? Eventful, stay at home, non-hockey.
So Saturday we were in Columbus all day for hockey,
and then came home,
and then we had to be at the rink, our home rink, at 8 o'clock the following morning for a league game, and then
I'm getting tired.
He wanted to stay.
Yeah. Your son's hockey season is tiring me out.
Right? Yeah. So then he wanted to stay. We ended up his practice. So his game was an hour. So that was at 8:45 till almost 10, and then we didn't leave the rink till 5.
Just to
stick
watch the
around.
game?
And well, he got back on the ice to help another team out for
he played with
a
them?
little while, practice.
Oh, cool.
And then friends of his from a different team were playing after that, so we stayed for that.
You're a good
Then
man.
on the ride home, a neighboring city got a house fire, so
You had to go
I
to
had
that.
my son and his friend. I was like, guys, we got to go. So then his friend was like, turn on the lights and the sirens. I'm like, I am absolutely not turning on lights and sirens with you guys in the car. We will go. We will get there eventually.
Yes.
So I took them both to their first house fire.
Cause death right there. What does it say?
Where is it? Where is it?
Cause death.
I don't see it.
Underneath. Right there. Click on it. Up.
Heart disease.
Oh, he had a heart attack
Yeah.
on the
like
toilet.
He probably overdosed.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Speaking of
possible.
which,
Yeah.
Bob Saget died.
Oh, yes.
Dude, I'm
great
so
segue.
heartbroken.
I don't know if it's a great segue. It's a
I wasn't even
segue.
trying. I just, dude.
That's the trifecta. Remember I said there's always happens
you're
in
right.
threes.
So it was
John
Betty White.
Madden, Betty White, Bob Saget.
Gosh, dang it.
Yeah. So I think all of us, again, even as the old man, I think all of us knew Bob Saget
Who
as
didn't?
Danny Tanner.
Yeah.
On
100%.
right, and then he was the host of
Home-
America's
Funniest-
America's Funniest Home
Home
Videos.
Videos forever.
At one point, he literally was on TV I think
the
like
time.
all Sunday night or all Friday night
It was
or whatever
crazy,
it was.
yeah.
When
So-
TGIF was
Bro, so
a huge
heartbroken.
thing.
I thought it was like fake news again, too.
I did the same thing. I
Like
had to
he
go.
was healthy.
I dug.
So what was the reasoning?
So far, all that's come out was there was no foul play, and they did not see any
Drug paraphernalia.
paraphernalia. So I went and saw Bob Saget live in like 1998.
Yeah.
Right. I only knew him as Danny Tanner.
Yeah, he is an absolute savage.
Holy! It was probably the funniest set I've ever seen in my life. Just because. And it was funny, but it was also, oh my God, the shit that's coming out of this man's mouth,
Right.
we're not in any way, shape, or form expecting.
Like
That's
4 or 5 comedians came out and said he's one of the best of all time.
dude, he was unbelievable.
Yeah.
He was truly unbelievable.
Bro, he was on Dave Chappelle. He's like, you ever suck dick for crack?
Yes.
I mean, I was
Yes.
like, bro, fucking Bob Saget came with that line.
And he partied.
Yeah.
Partied hard.
Yeah.
You know, so, I mean,
Well, I think he calmed down, but like, he had his kids and he got married, but like, he could have caught up to him though eventually. You know?
yeah, he had just basically fallen, like, he just started touring again.
Yeah.
He did stand up, I think just a few months ago.
Florida. He was in Florida at the
yeah,
time.
and he was like, I'm fucking in. I'm back.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I love it.
I didn't realize he was 65 because he
Yeah.
did not look 65.
He doesn't look it.
No, he looks younger than that.
No, he probably looks it now, but yeah.
That was dark, Jamie.
Wow.
Jesus.
You are just terrible sometimes. But yeah, I was like a little
Anytime I
heartbroken.
can get John to go,
Yeah, right. Make him feel cringe.
That was a little.
But yeah, it was crazy. Like, I just, man, like, oh, it's so heartbroken. Like, because, like, in like, dude, like, the news was it was just him, and it's just, you're just like, oh, like,
Yeah.
please, can we turn the page? Because, like, I feel terrible. You know what I mean? Like, you're such a good dude. Like,
yeah, this is what sucks about getting older is like it just, it just continues, and you're like,
Yeah.
fuck.
I had
Like, all
fr-
these
I had-
people I grew up with are dying, and you're like, fuck.
I had someone close to me said, like, the sucky part, the cool part about being young is, you know, you have everyone around, but as you get older, you lose everyone. I was like, man,
Yeah.
that's so true.
Yeah,
I-
sucks to it.
I saw an interesting post today going with celebrity and getting older. So, you know how Betty White died? When the first year they started filming Golden Girls, the average age of the girls on the show, not counting the one that was significantly older than the other ones, was like 50. They were 53 and 54.
Holy shit!
Right? You wouldn't think that. The Sex and the City series that came out this year, the average age of the girls on the show is 54, 55.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
So the Sex and the City
Things have
girls
changed a little bit.
are older than the Golden Girls girls.
Things
My wife's huge fan of the Golden Girls.
I don't understand.
She loves that show.
There's a lot of girls that
and
our age
Nanny,
that
and Nanny.
I remember that show.
Yeah.
But a lot of girls our age like love the Golden Girls, and I'm like, when were you watching the Golden Girls?
lot of-
I
it's
couldn't
always on
tell you when
reruns.
that was
It's
ever
still-
on.
it's-
a lot of guys my age were really into it because when they were kids, like I guess their grandparents or their moms made them watch it or they watched
But
it.
they're actually they're kind of savages on that show. Like some of the shit they would say.
I remember watching it, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
Big
like the
part
old
of-
mom, the older mom, the young, the little lady. Like she was awesome.
This will be Betty White's death will lead to whoever owns the rights to the Golden Girls. They're gonna make a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna make a lot.
I might make a remake.
Here's
Probably.
a question for you. When you were a little kid, so Jamie, I don't know if televisions existed then, but if you were like over your grandparents or whatever when you were a little kid growing up, what's like a TV show you remember being on TV, like when you were staying at your grandparents, like when you were growing up?
Creation News.
That's not a crazy fun answer. It was like a TV show. They didn't watch anything, just Croatian news.
Yep.
Oh. Just stop it, really?
That's right. That's all I watched.
Sanford and Son.
Oh, that's a great show. I watched
Sanford and Son.
Walker, Texas Ranger.
Nice.
We used to just Looney Tunes. I used to watch Looney Tunes.
Yeah. I would sleep over at my grandma's house on like Friday nights or something, and I always remember like Walker, Texas Ranger was on like CBS or whatever it was on Friday nights, and I would always watch it. And I was
That's
like,
awesome.
Walker, Texas Ranger.
I remember we used to live above my grandparents, like in a duplex, the only duplex before we got my mom bought our house, and I remember every Saturday they would go shopping, and they'd be like, "What do you need?" I'm like, And like they would give me a cube of Lipton iced tea, like 2 bags of Doritos, and like something else. And I would literally watch college football from 12 to like 5 or 6. You know what I mean? And they let me do it. They didn't care. Like whatever, you do what you want. But it was awesome. Like you come back at like 10 or 11 for the game. I'm like, yes.
It's those simple things.
Oh, it was amazing. And I used to bet on games. As a 10, 12-year-old, because my stepfather would give me those little circle tickets.
Yeah.
You spend $5, you can win 10. So I picked 3 teams. I was actually pretty good at it.
I remember my grandma.
I had no idea what I was doing, but I won.
My grandma always had, remember like Cotton Club sodas?
Oh,
like those,
my sister worked there.
Grandma
I used to get them all the time.
My grandma had those all the time at her house, and then she always had like the rolled. So she might have the Rolls Golds like pretzels with they're super salty. The butter twist. No, the butter twist ones.
Oh yeah,
dude. That Cotton Club Pop, Walker, Texas Ranger.
Dude, you were just...
I was having a life.
Yeah, dude, that is life.
That's what led to the picture in the yellow shirt.
That was my segue.
My I never knew any of my grandparents because they died. But my Friday nights were...
The Black Plague?
No, it wasn't the plague.
Leprosy?
My Friday nights were Blockbuster.
Smallpox?
No, it was Blockbuster. It was go to Blockbuster, walk through, pick your movies out. And, get your snacks or whatever, and maybe have some buddies over, maybe rent a video game.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Those were the fucking days, man. Yeah, those were the days.
Those were the days.
My kids don't understand any of that.
There's one left, and you can sleep there overnight.
It is in Portland.
I think so.
Yeah. Somewhere on the West Coast. They did a documentary on it, which was an awesome documentary.
There was one down the street, a family video. It was there forever.
Yeah, it was a front.
Like past year.
It was a front.
It had to have been. Now it's a Dollar General.
Yeah, it was a front.
It had to have been.
Right?
That thing was like no one was ever there.
There was like one car there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a front for something.
I was like, man, and the reason was they had a couple of my UFC fights they'd sell, like the whole DVD. I'm like, that's dumb.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna sell this.
Yeah, it was that, like, my kids don't understand. Like, you used to get the TV guide delivered to the house.
Oh my god,
you actually go through it. It was but you'd go through it and like circle the things you wanted to watch.
Yeah.
And then
it used to come in the paper too.
Yes.
They had like a
version. I used to deliver the paper. Dude. I used to be a paper boy.
I used to be a paper boy. That was my first job. It sucked.
Yeah,
do you know how hard it is? Do you know how hard it is getting money from people to pay for their paper?
That sounds like it's terrible. Yeah.
Like, when you have to go around and collect.
You made no money.
No, well, yeah, but
you're like, hey, you're gonna make $2. Or I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
well, the night before,
like this time of day.
Did you go on your bicycles or did you?
I did, except in the winter.
Okay. Yeah, my mom would walk with me. It was cool because me and my mom would go together. She'd go with me. It was like it took me like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Nobody would fuck with you then because Stone Cold Cat would fucking kill somebody.
Her birthday was yesterday.
I saw. Happy birthday!
Yeah. How about I'm a terrible son? So I called her. Sorry to interrupt, but she came over on Sunday, and I was like, hey, I was calling her like, hey. I was like, you still coming over? And she didn't answer. And I was like, because she said, yes, I was going to run to the store and buy a cake. She never got back to me right away. And then the kids took over and I forgot. And then as she's leaving, we made dinner and everything for her. She's like, someone goes, oh my God, it's your birthday. I'm like, son of a bitch. I knew it. I knew I forgot. So I felt so bad. Mom didn't care. She's like, I don't care.
Did you get her a present a week late?
No.
Oh,
so I didn't get her anything.
Oh, well, hey.
I actually got her on a badass computer for Christmas.
That either tells us we're more important.
No, actually,
we got a present a week late.
Me and my brother got her a badass computer.
Nice.
So she's so happy.
Happy birthday, Stipe's mom.
Yeah.
Thanks,
she's
Dad.
the best.
She'll love that.
Yeah, she should.
Yeah.
Her and I are a thing.
What'd you get her?
What? Blue underwear.
A
new pair.
A new pair of underwear. So he can see her in.
Oh, God.
Jesus. That's terrible.
I'm not the one who saw your mom in her underwear.
I know, right?
Mistakes were made.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That sounds like a nice little weekend. I went to, that was what, Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah. I went to.
We're going to Disney on Ice this weekend.
Oh, nice.
We got tickets. I'm excited.
Is it at Rocket Mortgage?
Yeah. So I'm excited. So my daughter has no idea. So hope we're not too close to the ice. I don't even know where the tickets are at, but hopefully they're not too close to the ice because she'll jump on the ice and try to get whoever it is.
Oh, yeah. I made a.
She's a savage.
So wait, you have tickets coming up?
Yeah.
Take a lot of money.
Oh, I know. I remember I went there when I was like 12, like 10 or 12, because my mom got it from work.
Yeah.
Mom bought me a pen because she wanted to spend a lot of money because we didn't have a lot of money when I was a kid.
Right.
It was like $7 or $8 just for a pen. That was like when I was like 30 years ago.
Because you're gonna have to get some food. You gotta get her some snacks. You know. And then it's all it's
need the
swag.
It's gonna be like
Disney swag.
You need like a light up sword or something.
Don't get me started. I know.
It's gonna break.
I told my wife.
Sparklers.
It will break by the time you get home.
No, before you get out of the arena.
Oh, it's like the damn dinosaur show we went to.
$40.
Went to the dinosaur, which was badass. I thought it was great for the kids, but the dude, like,
that's where they get you.
Dude, it was like there was a little inflatable dinosaur. I was like, oh, cool. They're like $50. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, enjoy that though, because now I have kids who are
Air Jordans.
I mean, so Air Jordans. My son's big thing now is if he gets a shutout, I have to find
NFTs.
No, he has brought that up. So the big thing are like, have you ever heard of blind bags? Have you got?
Where is this going?
So with blind bags, you'll go to the toy store.
$1,500.
You grab you just grab it. It's like a bag. You know, there's a toy in it, but you don't know what it is until you open it.
It's like the thing about on Facebook that fucking ripped me off.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, now they make for mini sticks for hockey. Bauer came out with these mystery blind bag mini sticks.
Yeah.
Sold out everywhere. I can't find them. I cannot find them. And our deal was every shutout I would get them.
How many?
I owe them 2 right now. But like they're reselling on eBay for like $110. I'm like, dude, bro. He's like, well, how much will you spend? I'm like, $25, which is what they cost when they come out to the store.
You wait until you're 18, buddy.
Yeah, right. You buy them. Yeah. You'll see. You'll enjoy as much as they're going to get you at Disney on Ice. It gets so much more expensive. So
I'm enjoying the process in the moment. And like when that dinosaur thing, she was so happy. You know, just listen, money ain't nothing. Like,
it's all about memories.
It is.
It's all about memories. I got roped into my Sunday. So on Saturday night, I got roped into a free.
I was just saying, my son. I'm like, what?
No. On Saturday night, I got roped into free tickets to the last home Browns game.
I denied those. You're welcome.
What a terrible.
I was asked first.
Oh, that's fine. I made the poor mistake. I
hard passed 7 different tickets for that game.
I think We Hate Rick Russo was trying to get rid of tickets in like a good section. Nobody wanted to go. So
it was still packed though.
These were it
wasn't.
No, I mean they might have had sold out tickets, but it wasn't sold out. We had club seats, so that was nice. At least we could go inside like when we needed to. But we sat in the actual seats for a quarter. Came back in, sat inside until halftime, and then we were like, "Let's get the fuck out of here." It was so cold.
No. Well, we get those tickets, like everybody, I just don't even sit in the seats. We usually watch on TV and just drink.
We ended up going inside for the entire second quarter, and then we were like, "We just go back to the bar." The funny part is it was a very tame day. Like I had to go home. I had other shit to do Monday morning for work. I was like, I'm good. My buddy. We ran into a couple people we knew. We went to the one bar. We were just standing there hanging out, whatever. And our one friend goes, "Oh, I'm going to go across the street." The guy that's one of the managers of the bar down there was like, "Hey, I got off work. I'm over at the bar." Like that. So our friend went over and met him. He could have been away from me for more than 30 minutes, right? I go across the street to the bar. He is hammered.
Yes.
Hammered. I don't know if they were doing shots or what, but like I said, I had a couple of beers, but then I started drinking waters and I was like, fine. Like cause I knew I had shit to do the next day. I get over there. He's like fucking stumbling and slurring and whatever. And I go, what the fuck happened? I go, you literally left me like 30, 45 minutes ago and you were perfectly fine. And now you're just like 3 sheets to the wind. He didn't remember. He texted me Monday morning and he goes, "What happened last night?" He didn't remember me taking him home.
Oh.
I was like, holy shit. And that motherfucker, he left. Hold on. I sit there. I go to the bathroom. Like this towards the end of the night. I go to the bathroom. I come back out. I can't find him. So I'm looking. I literally made 3 passes through the bar. Can't find him. I'm like, where the fuck is this guy? So I go outside. I call him. He's 2 blocks down the street.
Oh my God.
Trying to ride one of those scooters home.
Oh my God.
And they're fucking shut off. It's dark outside. You can't ride them. Their program, they automatically lock. Oh my God. So he's sitting there with his phone, like trying to get this thing to fucking work. And he had left the bar. Like he would have just left me there. Like I would have been standing at the bar going like.
No, you were left eventually.
Well, I would have went home.
Yeah.
I drove.
But you have a heart.
So yeah, I didn't know where the fuck he went.
No, that's what it is.
So anyway, that was my Sunday. So I was tracking him down, and then it was 10 degrees outside. Luckily, the scooters didn't work, so we took an Uber. So that was a win. But
that's awesome.
That's terrible.
Good for him.
Quite a ridiculous weekend.
What are you doing, James?
Trying to find a picture.
Anyway,
today was the procession for Officer Bartek. Our guys are in it. Somebody just sent me a picture from it.
This is a good time to do that.
Anyways, yeah, thanks for joining us, everybody.
Okay, wow, Jamie's apparently done. Jamie's like, I'm looking at pictures. I'm out of here.
All right, just hitting that point.
All right, thanks for listening, everybody. Please shoot us an email. We'd love to hear from you. Anything you want to talk about, the_jabs_podcast@gmail.com. You can find Stipe on all social media platforms at Stipe Miocic. You can find Jamie at Mekalek, Mekalek. You can find me at JP Chubak. It's like Chewbacca without the CA. You can find us on Instagram and Twitter at Jabs Podcast. And you can find us on YouTube. Just search Jabs Podcast. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for post notifications. And we hate Rick Russo.
Boom. Have a great
Peace out, everybody.
Ooh, that was a clean one. Bye.